Have you ever wondered how Spain's iconic Tiki Taka style, once the epitome of footballing brilliance, fell out of favour, only to make a stunning comeback? Join us as we delve deep into the intriguing paradox behind Spain's resurgence and transformation under their new coach, Luis de la Fuente. The Spanish national team, known for their iconic possession-based play, is entering a new era, one that blends their historical tiki-taka roots with fresh tactical innovations. For 16 years, where Spain reigned supreme with their iron grip on possession. From 2008 to 2012, their dominance on the pitch was unrivaled, culminating in European titles in 2008 and 2012, along with the coveted 2010 World Cup. It was a golden generation that not only conquered Europe, but also captured the footballing world's imagination. At the heart of this success was the revolutionary Tiki Taka, a philosophy rooted in the flair of Johan Cruyff's Barcelona, perfected under Pep Guardiola's stewardship and brought to life by Spain's elite stars. With the likes of Sergio Busquets, Andres Iniesta, and Xavi Hernandez orchestrating the midfield, Spain suffocated their opponents, controlling the tempo and grinding out victories with exquisite precision. Do you remember the 2010 World Cup final against the Netherlands? Spain held 63% possession over 120 minutes, grinding out a tense 1-0 victory. Despite the heartache of David Villa's injury before Euro 2012, Vicente del Bosque's tactical brilliance, such as deploying Cesc Fabregas as a false nine, secured Spain's third straight international trophy in a 4-0 demolition of Italy. As with all dynasties, however, change was inevitable. As the core members of Spain's golden generation began to age, their commitment to possession-first football began to yield mixed results. By 2014, even Del Bosque himself recognized the need for evolution. In an attempt to inject fresh life into the squad, he brought in Diego Costa, the dynamic Brazilian-born striker for the World Cup. But despite his efforts, the Tiki Taka blueprint remained largely intact. However, opponents had started to figure out the antidote to Spain's possession-heavy approach. Sit deep, absorb the pressure, and counter-attack. This tactical shift led to some of Spain's most humbling moments in football history. For example, in the 2018 World Cup round of 16, despite dominating 79% possession and 23 shots on goal, Spain was knocked out by Russia in a heartbreaking penalty shootout. 4 years later, in Qatar, 2022, Luis Enrique's squad suffered a similar fate against Morocco, holding 77% possession and making over 1,000 passes, yet only managing a single shot on target across 120 minutes. Despite their tactical dominance, these early exits painted a clear message. Spain's Tiki Taka was no longer as effective in its original form. Enrique, ever the optimist, defended the style in his post-match comments, but the writing was on the wall. A tactical overhaul was needed. In 2022, Spain's long-awaited tactical shift began with the appointment of Luis de la Fuente as head coach. This transition was sparked by Spain's shock World Cup exit at the hands of Morocco, and it marked the dawn of a new era for Spanish football. However, De La Fuente's journey to reshape the national team hasn't been without its challenges. Early on, he struggled to define a clear identity for the squad, experimenting with nearly 50 players in his first 10 matches. A stinging defeat to Scotland only added to the pressure. Off-field controversies, including the scandal involving Luis Rubiales during the Women's World Cup further clouded De La Fuente's leadership. Despite the intense criticism, including calls for his resignation, De La Fuente persevered, gradually assembling a cohesive team and refining a more pragmatic footballing style. Spain's evolution was evident in their group stage clash with Croatia at Euro 2024. For the first time in years, Spain embraced a less dominant possession-based approach. Holding just 47% possession, they had fewer shots than their rivals but demonstrated clinical efficiency. A lightning-fast counter-attack orchestrated by Fabian Ruiz set up Alvaro Morata for a composed finish, and goals from Ruiz and Dani Carvajal, both influenced by rising star Lamine Yamal, sealed a decisive victory by halftime. While Spain's new style may not dazzle like their Tiki Taka heyday, the key to this shift is efficiency and directness. Under De La Fuente, Spain's younger generation is stepping up with players like Yeremy Pino, a dazzling dribbler, and Alvaro Morata, a pure target man, showcasing their ability to stretch defenses and penetrate the box with speed and precision. What's most intriguing about Spain's current trajectory is the deliberate nurturing of new talent. The architects of Tiki Taka, names like Xavi, Iniesta, Gerard Piqué, and Jordi Alba, have all retired from international play, and Spain's style is evolving as a result. Now, there is a greater emphasis on speed, verticality, and incisive wing play. Gone are the days when Spain relied solely on centralized playmakers like Pedro, Iniesta, and David Silva. Today's Spain looks to break defensive lines through rapid transitions and direct attacking play on the wings. A prime example of this shift is Alvaro Morata, whose physical presence up top allows him to draw multiple markers, stretch defenses, and create space for his teammates. Against Croatia, his goal highlighted his ability to play as a classic target man, a far cry from the fluid false nine system that once defined Spain's attack. This shift also speaks to the growing diversity in Spain's attacking options, including wingers like Yeremy and Inaki Williams, who are both capable of running at defenders with intensity and flair. Despite the stylistic overhaul, Spain's results under De La Fuente speak volumes. Since the setback against Scotland, Spain has lost just 2 of their last 12 matches leading up to Euro 2024, including a resounding UEFA Nations League victory. The squad has showcased formidable ball-playing ability, with midfield maestros like Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Pedri controlling games and maintaining 68% possession in several key matches. Spain's new pragmatic approach is undoubtedly a work in progress, but the squad's quality and adaptability make them a serious contender at Euro 2024. With key clashes looming against footballing powerhouses like Germany, the ultimate test for this revamped team will be whether their new style can weather the storm and perform under the brightest of lights. What do you think? Can Spain, with their exciting blend of youth and experience, will their pragmatic, counter-attacking style lead them to glory, or will their tiki-taka roots resurface in the most unexpected of ways? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The future of Spanish football is unfolding before our eyes, and we'll be here to keep you updated with all the latest insights and analysis from Football World.